Hi everyone, this is Akim Yagantishwaru. I'm a data scientist and PhD at NIT Silchar. My channel name is AI Cave Chill and Learn. Please subscribe my channel for further updates on machine learning, data science, and AI topics. As part of today's session, I'm going to discuss what is machine learning, what are the important terms in machine learning. With examples, you can clearly understand what is machine learning. Here, if you see, the name machine learning consists of two parts. So see here, machine learning. There are two parts, machine and learn. So machine nothing but some laptop or some system. Here, the part machine learn, machine has to learn. How the machine has to learn? If I'm a human being, then I can learn through various experiences. Let us assume I'm going for some interview. So let us say Ishwar is attending some interview. Let us say data science interview. Then how I can learn? So since I'm a human being, I have various resources like I may go through some YouTube channels, or I can go through some textbooks, or I can go through some tutorials, Google, or many other ways. I can go through lot of documents or resources available over internet, or I will go through some teacher or professor who are expertise in machine learning or data science. I will learn through that experiences. And also, for example, I'm attending interview first time. I learned lot of topics on data science. Let us say my first interview is scheduled. In my first interview, let us say 10 questions asked. Then, so whatever the resources I learned or gone through multiple resources, let us assume I'm able to answer 5 questions. 5 new questions are there. So in the first interview, 5 questions I'm able to answer 5 new questions. What it will happen is, again, if I'm not shortlisted for the further rounds, what I will do is I will correct myself. I can go through those 5 new questions. I will get multiple other new topics, and then I will learn. Again, I will apply for second interview. Maybe in the second interview, again some 10 questions. Here I'm able to answer through the newly learned topics. Maybe I'm able to answer 6 questions. Again, 4 new topics. Maybe third interview, fourth interview. Let us assume in your fifth interview, if you've gone through all the related new topics and so on, maybe if you are able to answer 8 or 9 questions. Interviewer also will expect at least 80-90% perfect. Maybe some interviews may expect 100%, but most of the interviewers will expect at least 80 to 90% perfect. So that's why, since I'm a human being, I'm able to learn through multiple experiences. But here the question is, we are saying machine has to learn. Machine has to learn. How the machine will learn here? Let us assume you are building COVID-19 prediction system. COVID-19 prediction system or diabetes prediction system. Here, if you wanted to build a model, so please concentrate here. There are multiple important terms in machine learning. First and most important concept in machine learning is data. So without data, nothing possible to build any machine learning models. First and foremost, which you have to collect is data. If you are able to collect relevant data for your machine learning model, then you are able to build your machine learning model. So what exactly data here? Let us assume you are predicting COVID-19, right? First, I need to collect the relevant data. So since COVID-19 happened in 2019, from 2019 to till date, maybe I need to go to multiple hospitals, clinics, hospitals, clinics, and so on. Visit multiple hospitals, clinics, or doctors who treated COVID-19 patients. I need to visit and collect the data. Let us assume you have 1 lakh records. 1 lakh records, nothing but 1 lakh patient details like their blood pressure, whether they are having the fever or not, what is their body weight, or multiple parameters, whatever required for your COVID-19 prediction, you are collected. Now my data is there. Through this data, I need to train my model. There are two terms, training and model. So first important term is data. Now this is called as historical data. The historical data is available. Through this historical data, I need to train my model. So training, and model. So don't worry about model and training. With practical examples, many use cases we are going to discuss in the future sessions. So what is model means? Machine learning algorithm. Machine learning algorithm. So there are many algorithms are available. We'll see in the further sessions like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and so on. We are going to discuss in depth with all those algorithms available. We are going to discuss all these algorithms, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and so on. In this, we are having multiple algorithms like random forest, SVM, and so on. Random forest, SVM, and so on. Logistic regression, linear regression, and so on. Many algorithms are available. What I need to do is, I need to give my input data to this model. So if I give this input data to the model, what my model is nothing but machine learning algorithm. This machine learning algorithm will learns the data patterns, whatever the patterns means. For example, this patient having this much fever and these are the symptoms, so that it is predicted as COVID-19. This patient having this much feature, a normal fever, and so on. So there is no COVID-19. So this machine learning model, machine learning algorithm will understand those patterns. So that process is called as training. So that process is called as training. With the training, my model will get the knowledge. So with this knowledge, if I give the future data, my model is able to predict the future data. Predict the future data. Very simple definition. There are 3-4 terms you need to remember. First, I need to give my model. So first point, so give data as input to model. Data is input to model, and model will learns from data. Model will learns from data. This is called as training. Through this training, if I give data, if I give new data, then it will predict the future data. Predict the data. Very simple definition. First, you need to collect the historical data. Through that data, you are going to train your model. Then your model will get the knowledge. Through that knowledge, it will predict the future data. So forget about these, what are the algorithms available and how to train with practical examples. All those algorithms we are going to discuss in the future sessions. This is the basic definition. If you attend any interviews, clearly explain what exactly machine learning and how the model will get the knowledge through the data, then it will predict the future data. That will be the definition of your machine learning. One more simple example we'll see. This is about COVID-19 prediction. What I need to collect the data and then train my model, and then future data will be predicted. Let us assume one more simple example for machine learning. So for example, there will be, you are seeing many matrimony websites, right? Matrimony websites. Or even if you see Zomato or any other food apps, Zomato or Swiggy or food apps, how they will recommend. For example, today I brought some XYZ food. Then tomorrow, Zomato or Swiggy, what they will do means they will preserve my historical data. And tomorrow, what it will do means it will send some notifications. The very tasty food is available in this restaurant and so on. So based on your historical data, what it will do means it will recommend the system. It will understand the patterns, what exactly you are liking. Based on that, it will send the notifications to you. For example, take matrimony website. Let us say Rahul uh, registered in matrimony website. Matrimony website. He is searching for a girl. So then how my system will send the notifications or recommendations. For example, first day, what Rahul did is after creating registration, let us assume he spent X profile, that may be some Sita or Geeta or other, some name, X profile from 4:10 p.m. to 4:15 p.m. He spent some time. The profile having the qualification BSc and salary is something 20K and height maybe some 5.1. So how many minutes he spent? 5 minutes. Let us assume he spent Y profile 415 to 415 to 425. Let us say 425. 10 minutes he spent. Here the profile is something like BTech. Salary is some 45K and same 5.1. He spent 10 minutes. And he spent some Z profile 425 to 445. So around 20 minutes he spent. So here the profile is MTech and salary is some 65K, some 5.2, and he spent around 20 minutes. So let us say he logged off that day, and when he joined again in second day, so let us say he logged again second day. Immediately, my system, my model learned. So what it is learned? These are the patterns. So yesterday he visited three profiles. Out of those three profiles, how much time he spent on Z profile? Around 20 minutes. So what it will do is it will search the profiles with these features like MTech and salary criteria, height criteria. So for example, again, so here before he searches only, let us say A profile, which is MTech, and B profile, salary will be some 70K, and C profile, MTech, 65K, and height is some 5.2, something like this. So which profile will appear on the top, and it will recommend some profiles which will match with this criteria. So here the profile C is matched more. What it will do is it will recommend this profile. Hi Rahul, this is more suitable profile for you. If you like, just visit this profile, like that. How those recommendations are coming. How my model is learning means based on my historical data. Here this is called as historical data. And again, if he second day he visits some more profiles, what it will do is it will compile first day profile patterns and second day features and so on. Third day it will recommend more relevant features based on his search, based on the time he spent, what are the profiles he's searching. So it will understand the historical data and then it will recommend. So here what exactly machine learning is, So later, machine learning or deep learning or data science or artificial intelligence, for all those things, first and foremost, very, very important note here is data. Historical data is important to train your model. Without historical data, you cannot do anything with your machine learning or deep learning or artificial intelligence. First, historical data is required. With historical data, then you need to train your model. Your model will get the knowledge. Through that knowledge, you are able to predict the future data. Thanks everyone. So I hope you understand what is exactly machine learning, what are the important terms in machine learning. In the next session, we'll discuss some more topics in the machine learning. Thanks everyone.